Some statutory bars to registration. If it's immoral, scandalous, it puts somebody into disrepute and denigrates them, uses obscenity, not registrable. If we use the coat of arms or the flag of a country, a city, a state, we're not allowed to do that. You might be able to use the red, white, and blue color scheme as we did in our Pepsi logo, but you're not going to be able to present the stars and stripes. If we take an existing person who is living and we use their likeness and their persona and their name without their permission, we're not allowed to do that as well. One of the exceptions would be if a unique exception is a deceased president. We're not allowed to use their last name or their identity until their widow is deceased. Another exception or interesting limitation is using last names. One of the most famous car companies in existence is Ford Motor Company. It's a last name. Henry Ford's last name is Ford. Well, there's a certain inequity for people who are born with the last name of Ford who want to start their own car company and also want to name it Ford. They're out of luck. The public has associated the surname Ford, F-O-R-D, with a specific car company that has an international presence. And that comes to the overall purpose and priorities of the trademark system. It's the personal ownership, private ownership of a brand comes second. It comes second to the primary purpose of the trademark system, and that is to prevent consumer confusion. So it is more important that consumers are not confused by having 20 different car companies that are called Ford than it is for that individual who is born with the last name of Ford to be taken away or not have the right to be able to use their last name to sell cars. Another limitation is something that we call geographically misdescriptive trademarks. So if you are in California and you make a wonderful sparkling wine, you're not allowed to call it champagne, because Champagne is a region in France, and only sparkling wine from the Champagne region of France is allowed to be called champagne. So if it comes from California, it's sparkling wine. Now that's a reasonable connection between the source or origin of that product and service and its location. What, for example, if we call some ketchup North Pole ketchup as the brand? Nobody's going to reasonably expect that anybody is bottling ketchup in the North Pole. Therefore, that can be more of an arbitrary, fun type trademark that does serve as a source identifier and is not geographically misdescriptive, because you are allowed to apply a little bit of reason to that.